Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum. I am Rumisha and the topic of my presentation is the identification of predatory birds through analysis of mitochondrial ND2 gene. Overall, my study is about the raptors or birds of prey, which includes birds such as hawks, eagle, kites, etc. These birds are widespread and common of all vertebrates, but unfortunately, they are facing serious threats, and there is a dire need to have some ideas for their conservation. As far as their characterization and identification is concerned, there is very less data available, and they are identified only on the morphological basis, which are not considered much reliable. The current study was designed to genetically characterize the birds of prey. The study includes the two broad families, that is exhibitory and falconry, and we use the mitochondrial ND2 gene for their molecular characterization. At the end of the study, the partial sequence of ND2 gene for the selected members of these two families were sequenced, and the novel SNPs were found. The phylogenetic analysis also depict that there is more diversity among the members of family Expectorally, whereas the members of family Falconidae are more closely related. So these sequences of ND2 gene can serve as identification marker for other avian species and can lead to better conservation planning of endangered species of birds. So this is the introduction of my study. Here we will start with from the birds. We know that there are about 10,000 species which are found on Earth and used for different purposes. Among birds, the predatory birds have their own significance. In my study, we have included two families, that is Accipitidae, which is a family of small to large birds, and in this family, mostly hawks, eagles, kites, and vultures are included, whereas the Falconidae is a family of diurnal birds in which small to medium sized birds are included, such as caracal, laughing falcon, and falconets, kestrels, etc. Traditionally, these birds have been characterized on the basis of phenotypic characters, which are not very much reliable source of identification. So nowadays, the most authentic way for the identification of species is through its DNA. And when we talk about the DNA, the mitochondrial DNA play a significant role for the phylogenetic and other molecular studies. In my studies, I have chosen mitochondrial ND2 gene for this purpose. This gene basically encodes an enzyme NADH ubiquinone oxidoreductase chain 2 and has comparatively slow rate of evolution. So this is the best approach for molecular parallel development of species and subspecies identification. Objectives of my study included the genetic characterization of Pakistani raptors through mitochondrial ND2 gene, taxonomic identification of these raptors through the selected gene, and along with their phylogenetic analysis. Methodology is quite easy. First of all, we collected the samples in collaboration with the Hawking Club of Punjab and the Global Flood Zone Lahore. So in my study, the five birds from each species were selected, and two species from each family was selected. Then the DNA was extracted using organic method of nucleic acid isolation, followed by the nanodrop quantification. After that, the specific primers were designed using web-based software. The reference sequences are given. The PCR amplification of the ND2 gene was done. Amplicons were then subjected to sequencing, and after that, the sequences were subjected to bioinformatic analysis, which was done by different methods such as electropherogram chromas. Homology analysis was done by using NCBI BLAST. Multiple alignment was done cluster by using cluster W, and the phylogenetic analysis was done by using mega 6. So these are the results of my study. Here you can see the four members. We have the four species of the two families. The first two birds, that is Eurasian sparrowhawk and the shikra, were included, are the members of the family Accipitridae, and the next two, that is black shaheen and the red-nipped shaheen, are the members of the family Falconidae. The PCR amplification results are also shown here. Here we have the two tables in which the position or SNPs are introduced. The first table shows the member of Accipitridae. Here we have the seven um, SNPs on different positions, whereas in the case of Falconidae we have the five SNPs on different positions. So overall, we can say that the partial sequencing of ND2 gene of four selected species was done, and it was found that Exhibitor virgatus is the deep common ancestor of Exhibitor nisus and Exhibitor badius, whereas black shaheen and red-napped shaheen are species of Falco peregrine. Typically, different studied Pakistani raptor species are monophyletic, and the phylogenetic follow the classical ecological divergence pattern. Benefits of the study include the development of reliable molecular markers for species identification that can be used for species differentiation and forensic purpose, and it can provide the better conservational activity. At the end of my presentation, I would like to thank HEC and my host institution, obviously, that is US, University of Veterinary and Animal Sciences, the collaborating organization, that is the Global Pet Zone, and that's all about my presentation.